Welcome to Local Presence, the podcast bringing the smiles back to tendering.
Local Presence is proudly presented by your hosts,
Ollie Baines
and Joe Webster.
Local Presence is a community podcast looking to share good news in the tendering area, incorporating fun, laughter and discussion.
We're really excited to be back for the new year and we're looking forward to all that 2015 has in store. But here's what's coming up on our first podcast.
Local news.
We'll give a social media update.
We're going to be chatting to a member of our local community.
We'll bring you competitions and challenges.
Plus our interview with local musician Nathan Edgell. Find out why he decided to leave the tendering area for pastures new.
But first, here is a roundup of the local news.
Band-Aid hero Bob Geldof is coming to Clacton-on-Sea to perform at the Prince's Theatre on September the 11th. Local Presence will be hoping to catch an interview with Bobby G before he departs, won't we, Joe?
Absolutely. And that news actually comes in the wake of another item of good news for the Prince's Theatre. The December panto, Jack and the Beanstalk, has been declared the most successful single production at the theatre. Reports suggest that over 12,000 people came through the doors to see the production over its 3-week run. It's pretty good.
I have to tell you this, Joe. I actually was Jack and the Beanstalk.
When? What, at the panto?
No, not at this panto, in school. Although
Wow.
originally I had cast as the mum for some reason. But then I found out you actually have to dress up as a girl. But then I got promotion to Jack, so...
You didn't anticipate that you had to dress up as a girl for the mum?
She had all the really cool lines, and I was like, oh, that'd be really, really fun. And then like, oh, you have to dress up as a girl. But the person playing Jack was a girl, so we just did a straight swap.
See.
So nice little promotion.
Promotion to Jack, yeah.
Yeah, and it got on...
Is this on film somewhere?
No, it's in the paper somewhere from like years ago.
Have you still got the cutting?
My nan's got it or something like that. Anyway, Tendering District Council have announced that a promise to highlight issues over dog fouling in Harwich has been fulfilled and proved a major success. Local Presence will be chatting to our very own local dog walking expert John Bridge next week to get his take on the issue.
Frinton Free Church are hosting a men's community breakfast this coming Saturday, the 17th of January. It's an extra special one as Local Presence are the guest speakers. So if you're a man in the area and love a bacon roll, come along and join us.
It's going to be really, really good. It's going to be great. And finally, Local Presence had the privilege of checking out the Winter Warmers shop in Clacton-on-Sea last week. We went down and chatted to Diane Boyd, who heads up the project, and this is what she had to say.
Hello everybody, my name's Diane Boyd. I'm a community builder based at the Citizens Advice Bureau in Clacton, and I'm coordinating the Winter Warmers project, which is being run out of Shopping Pier Avenue next to McDonald's.
And what does the project do?
The project supports people that are suffering fuel poverty. This is the second year we've been doing the project. Last year we were so successful we helped 825 people with over 2,000 items of warm bedding and winter clothing. We did that over 2 weeks in a shop in Clacton, and then we moved it to Harwich after that in the new year. This year we've been very fortunate to have the premises for 2 months, rent-free. And we've had lots of support from local organisations in the area, and we're open till the 31st of January in Clacton, and then we shall move the Winter Warmers project to Harwich again for 3 weeks, where we'll set up the project out of Waddesdon Road.
Awesome.
Who gets involved? Who helps out?
Right, people from the community get help out. The community donate items. I did an appeal on BBC Essex, and from that we've just had people walking past. I mean, the donations have been absolutely amazing. They've been donating warm bedding, warm coats, children's clothes, shoes, wellies, etc. All the organisations in the area have donated equipment to set the project up. We've had Essex Fire and Rescue support us. The project is being run in conjunction with Tendring District Council. They've been fantastic. They're a drop-off point for donations, and also NACO in St Osyth have been a drop-off point for the rural areas around St Osyth. So anybody, general public have been coming in, donating, and we've been able to distribute to people that are homeless or suffering fuel poverty or on benefits and have had difficult times. And basically people just come in the shop, they have to show evidence of need, or they can be referred to any of the agencies around the tendering district, because obviously, you know, we have agencies that support families in need. And I've emailed out these vouchers to all the agencies, so they'll be able to issue them to all families or people on their own that need, you know, anything warm for the winter.
That's fantastic. That's really encouraging. We're really excited for what you guys are doing. And how long have you got left in Clacton?
We close the Clacton, or we start shutting down the Clacton shop on the 31st of January. So from that, we're open 10 till 3, Monday to Friday, every week till then. And people can come in and select. We try to accommodate, you know, what we can. We've got plenty of stock here. And, you know, we've always got plenty of volunteers that we're here to help anybody that comes in. We want to make them feel welcome and special, and not that it's a charity. You know, this is something, it's like a clothes bank. It's a bit like a food bank, really. But, you know, we want to help people, and we don't want them to feel uncomfortable. We want them, you know, to think it's a pleasant experience.
Yeah, amazing project. Thank you so much for talking to us. And it's Pier Avenue in Clacton for people that want to come along. 28 Pier Avenue. Next to McDonald's, yeah. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Cheers.
Okay, we're moving on to our social media update.
Kirby Lesoken's very own England and Surrey cricketer Ben Foakes took to Twitter to showcase the view from sunny Sri Lanka last week. The wicketkeeper is enjoying life abroad, lapping up the sun, securing his latest move from Essex to Surrey.
The Walton on the Naze network is a Facebook group where residents of Walton discuss the area and share local information together. This week, we noticed one user set out a challenge for the group in the form of a question. The question was, if you could describe the place we live in a word or two, what would it be?
And here are some of the brilliant responses. One person said, home.
One of the other one or two word answers was blowy,
Dead end.
indescribable lol,
I didn't like that one. Simply amazing.
menacing undertones,
Love it.
retirement paradise.
There's a few good ones in there,
There's
Joe.
a few good ones.
I quite like retirement paradise.
Yeah, do you think there's an element of truth in that?
Fortunately, I think there might be a little bit. It is a
My
good one.
favourite has to be menacing undertones, just because what does that mean?
I don't know what that means. I don't know.
Who
what
put
that?
that? Didn't
Means.
note
Interesting
down.
choice. And then dead end. Interesting.
I think it's referring to the fact that the naze is a dead end.
True.
Can't get any further.
Come on then, Joe. If you could, you know, choose one or two words for your area, what would you say?
I would choose for Kirby, pleasant place.
Bit of alliteration. Pleasant. Is
Yeah.
Kirby pleasant?
Yeah,
I don't know.
absolutely.
Like, I'm asking you. You live there.
And what about you, Brinton?
Frinton, I've gone for alliteration as well. I've gone for content community. Frinton's a content place to live. Love it.
Cool.
Nice community.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I think so.
That works.
At Local Presence, we love to promote local people. And whilst we're on the social media section, I think it's only fitting that we mention Kirby-based photographer and vlogger Andrew Mackenzie. Andrew is passionate about media, creativity and his community, so you can follow him on Twitter, and that's at Morph Mackenzie. Give him a follow.
Yeah. And being the new year, we were interested to find out if any New Year's resolutions were circulating on social media from people of our area. We noticed that the Frinton gentleman had posted his, and he says, one's New Year's resolution, never leave the gates.
Brilliant, absolutely love it.
He's a character.
Do you think he's ever left the gates?
I don't know whether he's allowed to leave the gates.
But then he's living in the
Frinton
dark
gentleman.
age, because they're not even gates anymore, they're barriers.
Well, he's clearly, his picture was taken 100 years ago.
Yeah, it's
so
true. He is a
Frinton
character.
gent.
We do love
Frinton
Frinton Gent. Come on then, Joe. What's your New Year's resolution? Tell us at Local Presence.
Well, I don't usually do a New Year's resolution, but for Local Presence sake, I have. And well, it's on my mind anyway. But I just want to, because last year got quite busy towards the end.
Yeah.
I want to evaluate where my time's going and make sure that I'm spending it on important things,
Like Local Presence.
like Local Presence. Yeah,
Good.
yeah,
It's good.
brilliant. What about you, Ollie?
Yeah, like you. I don't really do them, but for Local Presence sake, I thought I should. So, improve my decision-making skills. Sometimes I'm not very good at making them. A bit indecisive. So I think I should improve that.
You think? I saw that you'd posted that on your Twitter, that was your New Year's resolution, and I searched for some questions I thought I could ask to
Oh,
see
no.
to test your decisiveness. they're a bit of fun, so we'll see if this helps.
I'm nervous now.
I found a few good ones. I'll just read a couple. Okay, if you had to spend 100 days on a desert island with 3 things, what would you take? 3 items you could take.
3 items.
Yeah.
Can it be people?
3 things. People aren't really items. It wouldn't be like you wouldn't be on your own.
Probably would take like a football just to keep me
Survival.
just entertain.
Castaway.
Castaway. Well said. No, football. A pillow. Need
I
a
think
pillow.
pillow's
Keep
a good
comfy.
shout.
And I don't know.
It's hard to be decisive
Some
on this
sort
sort
of
of
food
question.
that just never runs out or like keeps for a long time, like tinned peaches, something like that. Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Like
Keep
a
them.
few packs.
Oh yeah, like a proper like multi-pack, not
Nice.
just one tin of peaches for 100 days.
Okay, well that was alright. And if you were a toy from Toy Story, what would you be?
From Toy Story.
Yeah.
Oh, Buzz, absolutely.
No, that was quite decisive.
Yeah, but Buzz he's the Don, isn't he?
Mm.
But then if I wasn't one of the two, if I wasn't Woody or Buzz, I'd be like Slinky. Because everyone loves Slinky. No one says I don't like Slinky.
Extra mobile, move around.
Yeah, he's good.
Nice.
I'm not
Final
enjoying this
question. Final question.
Okay,
this
final
one, I don't know who wrote it, but I thought it was too good to not ask, just because it's a bit strange.
Right.
If you were a hot dog and you were starving, would you eat yourself?
If I was a hot dog and I was starving, yeah, I wouldn't. I'd take a chunk and see what. I don't know. That's such a Joe Webster question. I'd take a chunk and see what it tastes like. And see what's.
That's an interesting answer.
What
I feel
would
like
you say?
you were quite decisive
I
on
was
these
quite
questions,
decisive.
but
Under pressure as well.
Yeah, maybe it's not because it's real life situations. Anyway.
Bizarre. Anyway, right, moving on to our to my favourite feature of the podcast, and it's the phone a friend.
Brilliant.
So this is where we call someone in our community. They have no idea we're going to call, and we just talk to them about tendering, ask them a few questions, have a bit of fun. And who are we calling today, Joe?
Today we are calling local receptionist Penny King.
Absolute legend.
Yeah.
Penny is so funny. She's
She
hilarious.
is.
I really hope she answers.
She's a character.
This is a problem. We just have to hope they actually answer, or
Yeah.
we're in, or are free. Come on, Penny.
Hello.
Hi Penny, it's Joe and Ollie here from Local Presence. We're recording our community
Joe.
podcast.
Hi, Penny. You alright?
Yes, I'm fine. Is it Ollie or Joe?
It's
That's-
both of us.
Yeah.
Okay, hiya.
So you're on our podcast and we would like to, get you to answer a few questions, have a chat with you, if that's all right.
That's fine.
Brilliant.
Penny, have you got any good news you'd like to share with Local Presence?
I have actually.
Yeah?
Oh,
After Christmas, we were going to a pantomime and the car pulled out through a red light and I smashed straight into it and God was amazing.
Are you alright?
We were all fine.
Oh,
the
wow.
car's probably a write-off.
wow.
Everybody around was so helpful, so lovely. So praise the Lord.
Good
That's
news
really
and bad
good.
news. That's
Yeah,
good, Penny.
yeah.
We
At
like
first
that.
I thought you were just sharing bad news
Yes,
with us.
I thought. Oh,
No,
that's
that's
good, Penny.
awesome.
That's brilliant.
That is awesome. Okay, Penny, we're going to do a quick fire round with you, ask you a few questions, get you to choose between a couple of options and see what your preference is. Does that sound okay?
Okay.
Ollie's going to ask you the questions.
Right, Penny, just so we don't score these, so
Oh, yeah.
it doesn't matter.
Don't worry,
There's
no right and
wrong
wrong.
answer. Okay, are you ready, Penny? Prepare yourself.
Yes, I'm prepared.
Okay, right. Christmas Eve or New Year's Eve?
Christmas Eve.
Good choice. Cheese sandwiches or mini cheddars?
Mini cheddars.
Eating out or take away?
Eating out.
Clacton Pier or Walton Pier?
Oh, my word. Walton Pier.
Clubs or pubs?
Crossword puzzle.
Crossword.
No, clubs or pubs?
I can't hear you very easily.
Club or pub? Like clubbing or go to a pub?
Oh, clubbing, obviously.
Clubbing. The Macarena.
I'm too old for clubbing.
I don't think so. I don't think so,
Give me an
Penny.
opportunity.
Okay, the Macarena or the Cha-Cha slide?
Oh, the Macarena.
Ah, Love it.
Good choice.
Are you doing it now?
Yeah, I'm doing it now.
Are you?
Macarena.
Aren't you at work?
Macarena. I'm at work. Yeah, they're loving it.
Indigo or violet, Penny?
Indigo or what?
Or violet?
Oh, I think indigo.
And final one, local or presence?
Local.
Nice,
Okay,
brilliant.
right.
Okay, Penny, we're just going to tally up your scores there. See how well you did.
And yeah, you got 2, Penny.
2 right.
2 right. It's funny how everyone else has got 2 as well.
Who's wrong? Excuse me, who's to say who's right and who's wrong in those questions?
How do you feel?
I think it's a draw.
Okay. Final couple of questions for you, Penny. What's your favourite thing about the tendering area?
What's the what, sorry?
Your favourite thing about the tendering area?
Oh, the church.
Awesome. And
Is there anything else you'd like to share with local presence listeners, Penny, before you go?
I just think Clinton is quite united. I think it's a lovely place to live. And I think the tendering area needs more help and support.
Definitely. That's good.
Cool.
A nice
Which
little plea
one
there
is?
for Penny Keane.
yeah, absolutely.
Penny, thanks for coming on Local Presence.
Yeah,
Is she
thank-
still talking.
oh.
Will I cut you up?
Are you two boys alright?
Yeah, fine, thanks. Yeah, good.
I love your advent. I
More-
love your advent.
Thank you.
Oh,
yeah.
thank you, that's really kind.
All the better
The
for
advert
talking
was
to you.
Brilliant.
All right, Penny. Thank you so much
Thanks,
for
Penny.
being on our podcast.
You're very welcome. Lovely to talk to you.
And
You
you.
too. See you soon.
Bye.
Have a good day. Bye.
I love Penny Keane.
Absolutely.
Oh, brilliant.
Yeah,
Okay.
she's brilliant.
Moving on to competitions and challenges. So it's a new year, it's a new start, and Local Presence has a new challenge. Our first challenge to kick off 2015 is a caption contest. Joe.
So yeah, caption contest. So we posted a picture on Facebook and Twitter over the weekend, and we're simply asking for a good, funny or witty caption. So some entries are coming in already.
Yeah, we've had some entries.
Have a look and get putting your captions down.
That's it. We've had entries from Joanne Turner, Rain Adams, Josh Baines, Helen Churchill, Adam Gray, Sarah Gray, Sarah Baines, Lorna Dodman have all got involved. So if you'd like to get
That's a lot
involved,
so far.
come on our social media pages and put your caption down.
Yeah.
And when are you going to be revealing the winner, Joe?
We'll reveal the winner over the weekend, and as with all of our winners, you get a mention on our podcast, which I think is quite an honour. But as it's the start of 2015, we thought we'd give an extra special prize. So we're going to be signing a piece of paper to give away to our winner.
Absolutely.
Signed by Local Presence. What a meaningful
yours truly.
gift.
I think it'd be great. We want to see a picture of that gift to whoever wins it. That's a top quality gift.
Yeah.
Okay, moving on. So each week at Local Presence, we like to interview someone from our community. And last week, we interviewed local musician Nathan Edgell. Nathan is packing his bags for a trip to Australia, but find out why he decided to leave the tendering area for pastures new.
Well, here we are, ready to conduct an interview with a special guest. Today, we are interviewing local legend.
Nathan Edgell. Nathan,
Oh.
how's it going?
Yeah, really well, thanks, mate. How are
Good.
you guys?
Yeah, good. Not too bad.
Good,
Not too
good.
bad at all. Nate, thanks for coming
No worries,
and joining
mate.
us. Tell us a little about what you're up to at the moment.
So, in July, I flew off to Australia to a place called Toowoomba, and I joined this group called YWAM, which some of you have heard of, but it stands for Youth with a Mission, and it's really a worldwide Christian organisation that is just passionate about training people up just to go out into the nations and love people they encounter really and share the good news. And so this YWAM base was in Australia, and it was a music and worship school I joined. So I did 10 weeks of teaching, of lectures, and then we went out on outreach for 6 weeks.
Brilliant. How did you hear about YWAM?
There's a few people around Frinton. Some of you know Maddie Smith and Claire Heffer, and they went out and did YWAM, so I knew about it. But really, when I found this school on the internet, it was just perfect for what I wanted in my life at that point.
Brilliant.
Where was the school? you
It
say
was
already?
based in Toowoomba.
where's that?
It's very small. It's sort of 2 hours from Brisbane, which is a big city in Australia.
Excellent. So where else have you been? So Brisbane, Toowoomba.
We took a trip to the Gold Coast and went to Surfers Paradise, which was cool. And then we went to Asia on outreach. We went to East Timor, which is a small country above Australia. And then we came back to Australia and went to Darwin, which is at the very northern point of Australia. Very hot, humid.
Very different to Frinton and Tendring.
Yeah, exactly. Sort of growing up on the beach around Frinton, and then there's sharks all of a sudden in Australia, which are a danger, you know.
Where's your favourite place been so far?
I really enjoyed East Timor. It's an experience, isn't it? And there was a lot of poverty and stuff, but we lived in the poorest village in the country for 2 weeks, and I just loved it. I really came alive in that place more than I thought I ever would. So.
What was that like?
It was eye-opening, and it always is, that sort of thing, isn't it? But something that struck me was that the people had nothing there, you know, no money, and they did everything. They built their own houses, and we helped with that. But they were some of the richest people, really, that I've met ever, just by how much love they showed to us, and how much joy the kids had. And we'd bring out a guitar, and they would just swarm, and they would love it, you know.
Excellent. So you're quite musical.
Yes, I am, yeah.
So what sort of things have you been doing whilst you've been away with YWAM?
So obviously some of you know the Frinton Free Church, and I've played there on the worship band. So I've done drums and guitar, and I've sung there. So really I just carried that on in Toowoomba.
Brilliant.
And I was able just to progress, and I started writing more songs as well.
Excellent. How many other people are doing this with you? Is there a lot of? Is it just you, or is there other people with you on the team?
There was 19 of us all together from all around the world.
Wow.
Yeah.
What nationalities are in?
There was about 13 Americans.
Really?
There's just a lot of them all around the world, which is great. They're amazing people.
Yeah.
And then we had 2 Germans and some Danes and a guy from Switzerland, which is great.
No.
Complete cultural mix.
It was, yeah, and it's really great just to meet people from other places and exchange and learn together as well.
Yeah, learning skills, I guess, that are different from the everyday skills you would need over here, like going on to mission work.
Exactly, and I find we all bring something new to it from our own nations, you know, which is really cool.
What are your aspirations, Nathan? Like, kind of, have you got a vision of where you want to go, or are you going to go out there and kind of continue and see what's happening? What lies ahead for Nathan Edgell?
Yeah, well, it's obviously very exciting, especially with God. He's always doing something new and exciting in our lives. So it's really a time when I go out again to explore. But I feel strongly called to the nations of Cambodia and Thailand. And I really want to see women rescued from the sex trade industry. And there's a lot of people out in Toowoomba who want the same thing. So really we're going to start to form a team that can do that and use music to do that. And we don't know what it will look like yet, but it's exciting going on that journey together, really.
That's really cool, mate.
Yeah, really big, world-changing.
Yeah, it is.
Inspirational. Have you got any encouraging or exciting stories from the time you just had out there along any of these lines that you share with our listeners?
Yeah. Oh, there's so many, isn't there?
Put you on the spot there, haven't we?
That is the spot.
Okay, let me have to think. There was some great musical times. You know, we just play on the streets of East Timor, and certainly music is such a powerful tool. I didn't realise fully until I went out. But we just play. Sometimes we just rock up in East Timor and play on the streets by the beach, and like silence would just descend throughout the whole sort of promenade, you know, and then people would just come, and that really paved the way for us to open up and just talk more about our faith and love on these people. And it was so great that in a country that's really been struck by poverty and a lot of war and killing, which has been horrible, they're just so full of joy. And I love to see people just look past their problems and just focus on the present, you know. And that's something I was challenged to do, and not live in the past or what's next, but today. Like now is the moment to seize it, and that's what I've been doing really for the last 5 months. So.
That's great. So do you see music as a vehicle for people to find God?
Yeah, I mean, definitely for me, because I'm gifted in that area, that's my passion. But I think there's something special about music universally, you know, and everyone you talk to likes music, don't they? And we hear it on the radio. And when we actually listen to some of the lyrics, you know, I think some of them go so deep. And there's like, even Gary Barlow has released tracks with stuff just saying like, take a leap of faith, you know, and let go and trust. And that gets stuck in our head, those sort of poppy songs. And really when we take the message, it's something that's really powerful, you know, and if we mean it when we say that, that is something that's going to change the world in small bits at a time. That's
brilliant.
why would you encourage other people to go off on a similar thing to YWAM or YWAM or out and about in the world?
Yeah. Obviously, it doesn't have to be YWAM. YWAM is great, and they're really good at championing young people. But really, whatever age, and I do encourage you, just save up and go see the world. But I find that it's always good to go with a purpose. So you can go travelling, but I went to Australia to find God because I was hungry for Him. I knew about Him, but I didn't actually know Him. So it was going away and getting away from distractions like Facebook and Twitter that helped me to actually focus on Him, because those things can sort of drown out the volume of life sometimes, can't they? So,
definitely. So you're back in Frinton now, but
I am.
When do you go back?
I'm flying back tomorrow, actually.
Wow.
So I don't know when this will air. It could be the day you're hearing it, or the day
It could
before.
be
Could be out there.
Could be out there,
which
Could
is
be,
cool.
Yeah,
And
safely
it's summer
there.
out there as well, so
Yeah.
it'll be considerably warmer. But yeah, I've been home for Christmas for about 3 weeks, and it's been amazing, guys.
Did you have a good Christmas?
Yeah, really good.
Good.
Yeah, it was awesome.
Excellent.
So good.
Wicked. Bringing it to a tendering focus. How long have you lived in Tendring, Nath?
Oh, I was born, and I've grown up in Frinton for my whole life, for 20 years. Yeah.
What's your favourite thing about the Tendring area? Or favourite things?
Things.
Ooh.
Yeah, you got to say the beach, haven't you?
Yeah.
It's classic.
It's a popular
I love
answer.
It is, and even coming back from and seeing like beaches in Asia and Australia, I still appreciate this one because it's really well kept, which is really rare nowadays.
How does it compare?
Well, it's just grey here, isn't it? Really. But I've grown up with that, and I like that. So,
Yeah.
So we would just swim whatever the weather. Yeah. But that's cool, and I just like the community here, and I think that's going to be one of the tools for seeing love just explode really throughout, and when we really start just putting others' needs before us, and things like local presence, focusing on the good, that community that we already have is just going to only multiply, and it's infectious, isn't it? Joy and stuff like that.
So true.
Awesome.
Yes.
You were in a band.
Yeah.
Are you still in this band?
Yeah, I mean,
On and off when you're here?
when I'm here, and we're still great mates. Like, we just formed it as friends, really, and we just set out to have fun. And I think it's important not to get too serious, and that goes for every walk of life, I think. So we just set out to have fun, and we did. We played some great shows in London, and we all around Colchester as well, and we recorded a few albums and stuff, and it was great fun. And that was what helped me really to gain confidence in music. And just have a great gap year, because that's what I did, as well as working in Cafe 19, as some of you know as well.
Are the band still going?
Yeah, I mean, it's sort of given us opportunity to explore different paths of life. But we released some new songs the other day that we recorded when I was back here, and that's on SoundCloud and stuff.
There you go. And what's the band's name?
The band is called Summer Snowmen. So
And-
just search for that out.
You would say they're worth a listen.
Oh yeah, definitely.
I went I went to see him in
Good.
concert. It's
Oh,
great.
Yeah, Ollie came and saw us.
Yeah, really good.
I'm going to have to listen on SoundCloud.
Yeah.
And pretend I was there.
Yeah, that's it.
Rocking out.
Just
No,
hashtag.
that's great. Nathan, final question. Anything you'd like to say to local presence listeners
Yeah.
before you head off to Australia?
Cool, yeah. I'm going now, I can say whatever I want.
Yeah.
Hey listeners, you guys are awesome, and it's really great. Just I love local presence, I love what it stands for, and it's what ties us together, isn't it? Just doing good, and I went to Australia and go on outreach to these nations, but coming back here, I've been able to do it here. It's not exclusive to YWAM or to Christians, it's simply just that selfless love, which I find is just less of self and just more of others, So since coming back, I've just made the effort to talk to the shopkeeper that might look lonely, or the homeless person on the street, and that's what brings joy to me. And I know when you step out and look past your own self and into others' lives, that will warm your heart as well. So I just encourage you, it's a little homework assignment, to do something crazy this week in the name of love, and see where it takes you.
Inspirational
Yeah.
words. Really
Challenge
like
from
that.
Nathan Edgell.
Do it.
Spread the love in the community.
That's it, man.
Excellent. Nate, thanks so much for coming on.
No
We
worries.
really appreciate it.
You guys are awesome.
Take care. Safe
Thanks.
travels.
You too, guys. Yeah, I'm gonna miss
We're
you.
gonna miss
But
you.
yeah,
Oh.
keep listening and keep letting us know. And we'll
Yeah. Share it
Of
course,
wherever
man.
you are.
Of course.
In the other side of the world.
That's it.
Thanks so much again, Nathan, for talking to us. Really inspirational.
Really, really inspirational. The last bit was really encouraging. Fantastic.
Absolutely. Okay, before we go, we move on to our Did You Know? This is where we share a fun fact to do with the Tendring District that some people may not know. And this week it's a Harwich related one, so I guess if you're that side of tendering, you're more likely to know. But the fact is, did you know that a charity is working in Harwich to build a full-size replica of the iconic Mayflower that's it's going to be sailed to America in 2020? Now, the Mayflower was originally the ship that sailed pilgrims from England to the New World in 1620, voyaging across the Atlantic Ocean. And 400 years later, the replica will make the same journey.
It's doing it again.
It's
a good fact, Joe.
It is a good fact.
Plucked that one out, didn't you?
I did.
It's good to reach out to our friends in Harwich as well.
Yeah.
I think I've got a bit of competition. I need to think of a good did you know for next week now.
Yeah, come up with a good one.
And just before we conclude this week's podcast, I've got a few thank yous to make. And a big thank you to Diane Boyd for chatting to us at the Winter Warmers.
A thank you to Penny King for being our phone a friend.
Absolutely
enjoyed
brilliant.
Having her on.
Absolutely brilliant. And a massive thank you to Nathan Edgell for chatting to local presidents before jetting off to Australia. Big thanks, Nath.
And finally, we just thank our listeners for listening.
Thank you, guys. Cue the music.